Go ahead.
I'm Shannon Pollard.
Okay, I'm Josh, I guess.
Hi, I'm Shelley Guidry.
Chris Brown.
David Long?
Tanya Hurt.
And hello, I'm William Hurt, and I'm here to explain the importance of what equipment is needed and why is it needed in a triathlon event. A triathlon consists of 3 events taking place and starting with a swim and then ending up going to a bike and then ending with a run. I have a short story to start off with to explain why it's important to have the right equipment. When I first started up to my first triathlon, I didn't realize that you needed a triathlon wetsuit, and when I entered the water, I was hit in the face with the reality that I was not wearing the appropriate gear, like a bucket of cold water. After I got done with the swim, I got onto the bike and I realized that I packed the wrong bike. I brought my mountain bike instead of my road bike, which has fatter tires and wrong gears. I ended up being passed by 2 older women in the race. For the run, I decided to bring a new pair of shoes that I've never worn before, and I packed the wrong socks. Both those combination led to blisters and shin splints, which hurt for days after. There are 3 reasons why it's important to have proper equipment during a triathlon event. The first reason is the event rules. Rules can dictate what equipment can or cannot be brought or worn to an event. Your second reason is comfort. How many of you guys like to be uncomfortable during a long event?
I don't.
Good. I don't either. Whether it's 2 hours or 14 hours long, I don't want to be uncomfortable. And the third reason is for speed and comfort. You want to make sure that you have the right equipment to make sure you can go as fast as possible and cut down as much time as possible during the event. Now that you know what proper equipment is needed and why it's needed, I'm going to explain what events take place in a triathlon. First, you start off with the swim. And during the swim, a wetsuit is needed. I am wearing a Zoot wetsuit, which has full sleeves, which allows you to keep warm in the water and to keep buoyant as well. Allowing you to keep buoyant, it helps in hydrodynamic flow, so you're able to float on top of the water rather than sink below it, making you go faster. However, the wetsuit may or may not be allowed in the event that you sign up for, so keep that in mind. Second on the list for the swim are the goggles. You need to make sure they have a proper fit so they don't have a broken seal and let water into your eyes, and that could irritate your eyes, especially if you wear contacts. And you can choose to wear goggles that have tint or clear goggles. I prefer to go with tinted goggles, which work really great because every time I come up for a breath, I don't want to have to worry about being blinded by the sun. Third is definitely optional, but it's body lube. Here's a tube of lube that we use anytime we do a triathlon or anytime we do an open water swim wearing a triathlon wetsuit. My wife Sonia here can attest to the pain that she went through when she forgot to put on lube and ended up getting a very bad blister on the back of her neck, which bled for 2 days. After your swim, you get off and you compete in your second event, which is the bike. For the bike, I'd recommend strongly to get a triathlon-specific bike, which is this here. I have a Quintana Roo Caliente triathlon bike, which has aero bars built on it, allowing for a more aggressive posture and allows you to break through the wind in a high speed rather than being able to draft, which is not allowed in most triathlons. For shoes, you want triathlon-specific shoes. These are not triathlon-specific shoes because they Velcro to the inside where your bike is. Triathlon-specific shoes Velcro to the outside, allowing you to be able to take them off while you're riding your bike coming up to your next event. And third is a helmet. All triathlons, no matter where it is in the world, dictate that you must wear a helmet. It is the law, it is the rule. This is a regular bicycle helmet. However, there are tri-specific helmets, which you would find in the Tour de France if you've ever watched the time trials episode where they have the teardrop and the point in the back. Your last event in the triathlon is the run. It's very crucial to have the proper shoes for the run. You need to make sure that they have a good fit and they don't fit too snug or too loosely. This is an example of a quick triathlon shoe because it has the quick release laces, so you can pull them on your foot quickly, and you can pull them up on the heel to get them on in as quick of a transition period as possible. Socks is an option. You can run with or without socks, whether you choose to, or is up to you. I prefer to run with socks, so it's important that I look for proper running socks that have good wicking material. Wicking material is that material that allows sweat to dissipate from the body so you don't get blisters during your run. Third for the run would be a nutrition belt. Here's an example of a small nutrition belt that I have that has 4 water bottles and a pouch in the front so I can put nutrition bars or goos in the event that I need an extra energy boost during the run. Dehydration is very critical, especially in the run after so many events prior to that you want to make sure you are well hydrated. In conclusion, I hope you understand what is needed in the event in a triathlon and why it is important to have this equipment. For these 3 reasons, I state again that it is very important. Your event rules for comfort and for speed and efficiency. Are there any questions in the audience? No? Thank you very much for your time.